What's up, everyone? Welcome to another Sober Morning, a reset. I am Aaron, the Sober Life Coach. I'm a coach, author, and I've been sober for the past 7 years. This is your daily coaching lesson. We do this every single day on this channel. If you like this, please like, share, and subscribe, and share it with someone you love that you know. Maybe it's yourself who needs to hear this, or someone else who needs to hear that they can live an alcohol-free lifestyle and they can thrive, and they can never look back, and they can eliminate that need to drink, so they never look back and never want alcohol in their life in the first place. So today we're going to be talking about something that's super important. It's what Sober in Six is all about. It's what this whole program's all about. It's what I'm all about as well. And these are six sober habits that I've used over the past 7 years to get me to where I am today, living an alcohol-free lifestyle that I love, that I enjoy, that I don't even think about alcohol at all. And I was able to eliminate that need to drink with these six practical tools that help me quit drinking and never look back. So practical tools and science to quit today. So let's quit alcohol and take back control of our lives with these six sober habits. Habit number one is journaling, right? A 5 minute journal can really, really help you with whatever you want to live in your alcohol free lifestyle. I suggest this to all my clients. I suggest this to everyone that I talk to about living an alcohol free lifestyle, writing things down and having those things in front of you, having that journal to write your thoughts down, track your triggers, put your whys in is so, so important. It was so important to me in the very beginning, and it's still important today to have that thing where I can reflect, put some gratitude in there, write my visions down. I'm old school. I like pen and paper. I think that's the best way to do it. But if you want to do it digitally, that works too. So, kind of the thing that I would suggest that to everyone that I work with is have a 5 minute journal. Write your why, your top wins, write your sober wins down, write the reasons why you're quitting, write what's holding you back, which is WHY, what's holding you. Write those things down. Get a 2 minute evening reflection going on too. Reflect, have some gratitude. What worked today, what didn't, those kinds of things. And there's some science behind it as well, because writing clears stress and exposes the triggers. And it's all about awareness. It's about responding instead of reacting. Because a lot of the time people think that they can just go through life, get rid of alcohol, and that's it. And that's what the quit drinking gurus will tell you, right? You can quit drinking. It's easy. Just quit drinking. And I thought that for a very long time as well. But when I actually went through this process and I looked at what I did, I didn't just quit drinking. I eliminated that need to drink. And there's a difference. If you eliminate the need to drink, you don't no longer need alcohol in your life. You no longer see it as something that is a solution to you. You eliminate the needs that are lying underneath. Sometimes it's trauma. Sometimes it's things that you need, professional help like therapy or counseling. But go get those things and uncover what's going on and work on yourself. And that's definitely going to help you. And a journal is probably one of the number one things I would suggest everyone starting out and continue having that habit over time. Habit number two is mindfulness. A daily 10-minute meditation has helped me a ton. I use the six phase meditation by Vishen Lakhani. We also have meditations here at Sober and Six that you can use as well. But whatever you find, use it and do it every single day, because it's going to help you clear your mind. It's going to help you uncover what's actually going on. It's going to help you disconnect from your thoughts, so you realize that these cravings, these triggers, these things that you think are in control of you are really not in control. So it's definitely a super great thing that I've done in my life, and a lot of people use it as well. And there's a lot of science behind it. If you want to know all the science, you can just look it up: recovery, alcohol addiction, and mindfulness. But it's a super great tool. I use something called my clients called the power pause, right? So it's breathe and write out the cravings. So it's a 2 minute sort of body check-in that you can do. You can use it anywhere, and I like to joke with my clients that if you the only thing you have with you, if you don't have your journal, is breath. It's always there. If you don't have it, then you're dead, right? So it's something you can always have. It's always good to have in your sober toolbox. And the science behind it is quickly it just activates your prefrontal cortex and have less autopilot drinking, right? So it's going to activate that hormone in your body that helps you relax. It helps you focus. It's going to get your body back into your body, and that helps you have less reaction to these cravings and these triggers and things, and this autopilot drinking that you might be stuck in. So mindfulness and meditation is super important for me and a lot of people I work with. Habit number three is exercise and nutrition, right? Try to move at least 20 minutes a day. Walk, stretch, lift weights, yoga. It doesn't have to be something crazy. I'm one of these people, maybe it's my personality, but I really like to jump into things and do things extremely, and that's worked out for me sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't. So it doesn't have to be crazy. Go for a walk, do a couple push-ups, do some yoga, stretching, and and going for a walk is also helps you spend time with the family, the people you love. It's great for you. And what exercise does, stabilize your blood sugars with protein and hydration. You can use that as well to kind of get your body back on track. And the crazy thing is that I learned about alcohol is it actually blocks nutrition from coming in your body. And so, you could be eating right with while drinking, you could be doing all this stuff, but it's actually blocking you. So once you get the alcohol out of your system, you get some better nutrition going on, maybe take some supplements, and those kinds of things, and then you're going to be able to move forward a lot easier. And the science behind this, it boosts your dopamine and endorphins naturally. So it's a natural way to boost your dopamine and your endorphins. And one of the things that really holds a lot of people back, and one of the causes a lot of the drinking, and it caused a lot of drinking in my life, was state control, right? I wanted to change my state. I wanted to be happier. I wanted to be less stressed. I wanted to be, these kinds of things that I wanted in my life. And, I can do that naturally with dopamine, endorphins from exercise. I can do that naturally with my mindfulness meditation. I can relieve my stress with journaling. All these things can help you change your state just in a healthy way. So definitely super important, exercise and nutrition. And then habit number five that I have is reading and learning, right? 10 to 15 minutes of a sober book or personal growth. I suggest William Porter, Annie Grace is great. Atomic Habits is a great book. I love reading. I love growing. And it's kind of crazy when I grew up, when I was in school, right? I always thought I was stupid. I was dumb, but I really loved learning. It was just, I didn't want to learn what they had for me in school. So definitely as I grew older, I realized I do like learning. I like learning through books and courses and coaching and all that stuff. So just have a daily learning practice of 10 to 15 minutes. Just read a book. The best book I can suggest for anybody starting out is Alcohol Explained by William Porter. It's such a great book because it explains what's going on in your body, what's happening with your alcohol, what's alcohol actually doing, and it's really eye-opening. So that's a great book. But whatever book you want to read, you can read my books too as well. But whatever you want to read, do it every single day, and keep a quote bank for your tough moments, right? Write things down, highlight things, and write them down. If you find a quote or you find something that inspires you, write it down and put it somewhere so you can see it, because that's going to help you rewire your neural pathways and your identity. And it's all about identity level change here on this channel. My program, Sober Morning Reset Challenge, Sober in 6, everything's about identity level change because it's so important, the change in identity level, so you can eliminate that need to drink and never go back and become a sober person that you want to be. So definitely reading and learning has helped me, and it helps a ton of people as well. And then habit number 6 is a meaningful observant project, or a map, or a rise project, whatever you want to call it. Just send a project that's meaningful, something absorbing that you lose track of time in, and make it project based. A lot of the time we have these things in our lives that we think we're just going to use it to get rid of alcohol, replace alcohol with, right? We're gonna clean a room, or we're gonna do this, but it's just kind of these one-off things, and it's a lot easier and better. It was better for me and a lot of people I work with to just have a meaningful observing project, something that's project based, a week, 2 week, 3 weeks, a month. You could even have a year-long project, but pick a project that excites you. Work on it daily. Even 10 to 15 minutes counts. I always like to say the 1 minute or 2 minute rule, right? So 1 minute rule is I'm going to do this for 1 minute. Just tell your brain that. It tricks your brain into doing it. Once you get started, you probably will do it for longer. So the science behind this is flow state replaces cravings with a purpose, right? And this flow state is what you want to be in when you want to create a project, those kinds of things. So definitely super important to have that as well. Oh, and there's one more habit as well that I forgot about is connection, right? Daily connection with loved ones, daily connection with yourself, daily connection with the people in your lives. Because what happens with alcohol is we isolate ourselves. It's a very selfish thing to do. Addiction is very selfish, right? So once we start connecting with other people, even shooting a text off to your wife, your husband, your kids, whatever, right? Just doing that and communicating with people, even if you do it online, it's definitely going to help you as well. So connection is another habit that I have in there as well. So those are the 6 sober habits. And like always, we're going to do Dare to Be Sober reflection here, so we can get you guys moving forward with this. And the Dare to Be Sober method, reflection, the framework is disrupt, ask, reframe, and execute. So disrupt. So when we're doing this, we're going to want to disrupt and catch the habit loop that we're in, right? So catch the old drinking loop in action. Example, I feel stressed. My first thought is to pour a drink. Let's replace that with it. This is my trigger. Time to use a sober habit, right? Let's replace that thought. Let's use the power pause, 2 minute pause, and think about it and disrupt those loops. Because once we start disrupting those loops in our mind, then we're gonna be able to move forward. Because a lot of this is unconscious, but when you get out of the autopilot and you start moving forward, that's gonna be helpful. So disrupt the loop and just tell yourself this isn't really actually a craving. It's something that's triggering me, and it's time to use a sober habit, right? And then the next thing is we're gonna ask, what do I actually need right now, right? Question the craving or resistance. What habit can I do right now instead of drinking? Example, I could journal for 2 minutes, take a quick walk, text a friend. I could do some mindfulness. What kind of thing can you do instead of drinking? Have those things in front of you. Put your journal somewhere where you know you're gonna have, I'm gonna have a craving for a drink. Those kinds of things. It's gonna help you move forward quickly. And then let's reframe it. What's the real truth here, right? Shift the story from loss to gain. A lot of times we think we're going to lose something in our sobriety, but we don't. We're gaining things, right? So the old you saying, I'm missing out if I don't drink. The new you could say, by choosing mindfulness, exercise, connection, I'm gaining clarity, energy, and momentum. Let's reframe sobriety. That's a big thing that Sober in Six I want to do with my whole company. Everything I do, my coaching, my books, everything. I want to reframe sobriety as an upgrade, as something that you can use as a tool to upgrade your life, to enhance yourself, to become a better person. And by reframing that in your own mind, you're going to be able to help yourself get out of that and change your identity, right? So instead of I'm losing out, I'm missing, say I'm gaining clarity, energy, momentum by doing these 6 sober habits. So definitely helpful to have that little bit of a reframe and execute and prove who you're becoming today, right? Take immediate action, even if it's small. Write one line in a journal, do a couple deep breaths, read one page of a book. Momentum over perfection. You don't have to be perfect. Everything doesn't have to be perfect. Even if you have a slip up, or maybe you had a couple drinks or whatever, you don't have to be perfect in this. Just keep moving forward and get to that first horizon, which is your first sober morning and that first hangover free morning, right? Because the hangovers are what are holding us back. It's not really the drinking. The drinking is just the action, but it's the next day, the aftermath of that, that's really holding us back. So if we can get to that first hangover free morning, then we can move forward through the horizons of, a first morning, a week, 3 weeks, a month. And that's what we do in the Sober Morning Reset Challenge, is we work you through these mornings to get to where you want to go. And it's all about momentum. So if you just want to get to that next sober morning, that's exactly what you can do with these 6 sober habits, is just one day at a time, work on it until you get to where you want to go. So these daily dare prompts work with all the 6 sober habits, right? So disrupt what triggers showed up today. You can ask yourself which habit is the best fit right now. Which habit do you want to use? You can plug and play these things. Reframe. How does this habit move me closer to the identity I want, the person I want to become? Everything's a vote, right? So if you're taking a vote towards that sober self, is this habit moving me closer? Then let's do it. If it doesn't, then don't do it, right? And then execute. What's one small step I can take in the next 2 minutes to get me to where I want to go instead of drinking? Because then it will no longer be a solution. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for letting me be your coach, your guide this morning. Life is so much better on the sober side. If you want to learn more about the 6 sober habits, how to implement them, the DARE method, I'm running a Sober Morning Reset challenge coming up October 1st. I'm only taking 20 people into that challenge. So if you want to learn more about it, you can join the email list at Kickstart Coach, soberinsix.com/Kickstart Coach. I'll be sending you emails about the Sober Morning Reset, how to join, where it is, and what that's all about. So if that's interesting to you, join the Kickstart Coach. You'll get you'll get a 7-day guide to quit drinking, and then you'll be able to have also the option to join the Sober Morning Reset. Anyways, guys, have a so meaningful day. I will see you guys in the next video tomorrow.